Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Odyssey. Today we're looking at Bitcoin on the 8-hourly chart. Now, I'm just going to go through some things that I'm seeing at the moment. So it looks like Bitcoin is forming some kind of ascending triangle. Now, this is a bullish pattern, and if you look at this candle here, it looks like we broke out and this was essentially a fake out, and we came back down and found support along this bottom side ascending trend line. Now, we're coiling up. This is going to be breaking out within the next couple of days, really, maximum Sunday, the 20th. However, usually these don't go necessarily all the way to the apex point, so we could see a breakout any point from now. What we would like to see, we would like to see an 8-hourly candle close outside of this to confirm this resistance line as support. And if we do that, then our price target will be a measured move from the point of breakout to this 88k level. Now let's just have a look at this 88k level and see what it corresponds with. Now we can see that this was the high back here. It was also the high back here. We're going to backtest this essentially, see if we can break out, confirm it as support, or if we're going to come back down for another leg, hopefully form a higher low. Now, if you look at the stochastic RSI here, then you can see that we are postured to the upside, and the blue line is testing this 50 level. If we can see this continue upside, then we're likely going to break out of this pattern and hopefully break out of this resistance, or at least that will be our price target, and we'll go from there. Now, why is this important on the grand scheme of things? Well, let's have a look at the 2 daily, or just a higher time frame really, and you can see, just a second, that if we draw this trend line here, there we go. Now what we're seeing here is we have actually broken out above this descending trend line, which is adding some value to this move potentially being a kind of reversal. Whether this happens or not, we will have to see. We do have some confirmation candles now, and this is on the 2 daily time frame outside of this trend line. So if we're now starting to form bullish patterns on the smaller time frames, is this confluence towards a bigger move upside? Well, that's up for you to do your own research and to come to your own conclusions. Of course, none of this is financial advice. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. What I'm seeing here, though, is potentially a move up to this 88k level. If we break out of that, then we can see upside, because we've broken out of this trend line. Realistically, when we break out of these, we're going to be retesting those highs. Not anytime soon, not over the next couple of weeks. This could take, longer, maybe up to a month, 2 months, things like that. So if we look at here as well, look at this weekly stochastic RSI. This is incredible, guys. This is absolutely incredible. Let me just show you the significance of this. The last time we saw this was back here, which was again September. And what happened? We rallied from the low of 54k up to 108k. Come on, guys. This has the potential to be something huge. If we can get above this 30 level now, just like, because if we don't get above the 30 level, then we're just going to be going up and down, up and down. And this is over a period of what? A few months. I mean, this is not a short time frame. This is the weekly time frame. Once we get above the 30 level, then we can actually confirm that this MACD, this stochastic RSI cross, is legit, and we're going to see momentum to the upside. But this is on the weekly time frame. If you remember yesterday, we were looking as well on the MACD on the 3-day. Yeah. And we're seeing, momentum stepping in now. We're seeing an increase in volume. Just want to go back to that weekly MACD, and you will see something interesting here as well, is that momentum is waning. So when we had this stochastic RSI cross was when this momentum on the MACD started waning. What does that mean? Well, that means that this RSI, the stochastic RSI, was adding power and value to the move which was showing that momentum was decreasing on the MACD, which then ultimately led, because the MACD is a lagging indicator, it ultimately led to this MACD cross. So are we going to see something similar here, where if you look, we have this stochastic RSI cross. What we want to see now is this come up above the 30 level, and then we want to see something going on like it did in September, where this starts to come up like this, and then next thing you know, we have another MACD cross. Ultimately, in the short term, what we want to do is we want to get above this trend line of this ascending triangle to confirm a breakout, confirm some 4-hourly and some 8-hourly candles above that, and then we'll make a move to 88k, which is looking at about a 3-4% move. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.